This was me, a little girl in West Texas, where silence became my shield and fear my prison. But finding words, that became my way out. This is a story about what time leaves behind, the bones that never quite stop rattling beneath the prairie floor of a family and a town. Memory doesn't slip away. It bruises. It buries itself. It curls up in the dark like a secret child, waiting for you to find it again. Mine used to be vivid, bright, full of Kodachrome slides, Miss Thelma hanging white sheets on a clothesline, the wooden snap of the clothespins in the wind, Sunday cake cooling on the counter, its vanilla sugar scent thick in the air, the creak of a screen door, and starched Sunday dresses so stiff you could stand them in a corner. I remember the sound of cicadas droning in the August heat, shimmering above blacktop. The way the prairie sky stretched so far it made you dizzy if you looked too long. Albany was oil rigs on the horizon and cattle in pastures, but also Sunday sermons where everybody knew your mother's laugh and your father's handshake. Respectability mattered. People noticed what shoes you wore to church, who you sat beside, and whether you kept your troubles private. Many years ago, I reached for those things and felt them dissolve like a name I almost remembered, or the scent of someone who once brushed my hair after church. They were fragments of a self I wasn't sure I'd ever see again, tethered to a red leather photo album my mom had stitched for me as a college keepsake. Gold embossed, heavy in the lap, it held the best parts of me, the real me, the happy me, a reminder of home, of who I could be if I just reclaimed it. Sometimes I'd run my hand across its cover the way you touch a Bible, reverent, almost afraid to open. Inside were pictures of me at Baylor, short hair cut in the style of the day, a green wool turtleneck paired with checkered pants that made me feel grown and worldly. I can still see one photo of me laughing at a football game, sunlight across my cheek, as if I'd never once been touched by sorrow. But my first marriage had been a firestorm from the very beginning, not the kind that warms a cold room, but the kind that devours walls, beams, and anything not nailed down. At first, I mistook the heat for passion. He was older, worldly in a way that thrilled me after years of strict rules. He pulled me out of my parents' orbit, out of their iron insistence on propriety, and I confused that freedom with love. But fire consumes what it touches. By the summer of 1982, in the thick West Texas heat, an era when a woman's silence was often her only shield against the storm, I was 32, married nearly 7 years, with a 15-month-old son and another baby swelling in my belly. That fire had consumed enough. It was time to escape, and maybe over the decades ahead, unearth those buried memories like a lifeline, piecing together a life that spanned 50 years of hidden battles and hard-won freedoms. This is Phones Beneath the Prairie.